Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to talk about Gamma and the actress that portrays Gamma, Thora Birch, recently revealing what her true intentions are now that she knows Alpha's secret.
Yes, so we have enjoyed the story of Gamma so far, where we've seen kind of little bits and pieces of her possibly wanting to defect. The cool interaction we got between her and Aaron, basically, she wants to see her nephew, and she says she has information about the Horde. Aaron wants that information first. She takes her mask off, and says her potential real name is Mary. We're led to believe this. Aaron brings the crew out, who eventually gets trapped by Alpha, to visit where the location of the Horde is. It's not there. Yeah. They get pissed off. So then they're wondering, especially Daryl, why are we trusting a whisper?
Yeah, I mean, Daryl's obviously calling BS, saying she lied to you, she betrayed you. But you and I have talked about this. There very well could have been the herd was there, and Alpha could have moved it. Now we don't know how long it was there, and we don't know how long it takes to herd that. Right. I mean, it probably takes a while. So that's why I kind of was leaning like, okay, maybe Gamma really isn't turning the,
like she set them up because they got trapped because Alpha was in that area. So it could go both ways. She could have told the truth and they moved it, and Alpha knew that in a way, it's kind of, now thinking about it, I think it may have been set up. But maybe Gamma didn't know that was Alpha's plan.
That doesn't mean that Gamma's not taking a turn for the better.
Right.
That doesn't mean that. And a matter of fact, in a recent interview, she kind of gives some hints as to Gamma's mindset.
Yeah, so Thora Birch does say that Mary, she desperately wants to see her nephew. She says, I also think she feels a slight responsibility to Alexandria at that point and wants to give them the best shot of getting the situation under control if they can. Aaron trusts Gamma about the location of the Horde because she risked a lot to meet him on a regular basis. Mary was surprised by Aaron's gentle nature with her. And that's the thing, is that Aaron is a people person. He wants to be with people. So
absolutely.
We don't know Aaron's plan. We know that he wants information. Is it finding the Horde? We don't know, because he's been out for so long. He didn't even know what happened to, about Sadiq and Dante.
Yeah, another thing to consider about Aaron that's very interesting is, like, he used to be a people person, and I think he still is.
He's changed,
but he has changed.
He has changed. A lot has happened.
The events since the All Out War and the events after the All Out War, it kind of changed him. So now you got to really think: is he maybe using Gamma? Mm-hmm. If Gamma does have the opportunity to see the nephew as Ross, wow, I almost said I did say the actor's name, but is Aaron going to turn on her?
Yeah, and we know that Gamma, the biggest tell is Gamma knowing that Lydia is still alive, seeing it from
that
first perspective. She freaked out because she now is understanding that this whole thing just could be a lie.
That wasn't a freak out.
She's using me.
That was a meltdown.
Yeah. Because she's now realizing that, she's probably realizing, okay, Alpha has used me for this. She probably feels bad in a way. I killed my sister, or led to her ultimate demise.
I liken it to this experience. Yeah. You imagine that you have followed a specific religion all your life to come to find out that you have factual evidence that it's not true.
Right.
And that's almost what Gamma is doing here. Mm-hmm. Like, she's blindly following Alpha to find out that Alpha is not who she says she is.
Right. Yeah. And even Ross Marquand, who plays Aaron, kind of went on this a little bit. This was from a behind-the-scenes video that was published by AMC, this interview. And Ross says, I think the desire to engage with Gamma is twofold. One, I think Aaron has the ability to seek out good people in the world, and he does see the goodness in Gamma. He kind of can sense it, and she seems like a very reluctant participant in Alpha's tribe. The other part of it is that Aaron really wants to get information from her. And yeah, we see that. We see, in their interaction, we saw kind of the struggle with Gamma. Like, Aaron was trying to show her a picture that that Gracie drew, and it kind of brought back memories with Gamma a little bit. But then she, when Aaron was telling her to take it, like, she didn't want to take it. She was like, I can't do it. I have to stay strong.
Yeah, but you look at the second part of what Ross Marquand is saying is the other part of it is that Aaron really wants to get information from her, and we see this when she does talk about her nephew, and he even says, "Give me the information I want to know first, and then you can see him." So he at the same time he sees what Gamma can be, but realizes that for the community, they need this information.
They need this information first. Now, we are going to get, if you guys did see from the 10B promo trailer, that Gamma does seem to kind of take a turn. She actually walks up to Alexandria and tells them that, hey, your people are in trouble. They're trapped in a cave with a horde. She has her mask off, and you see Father Gabriel, Rosita, and a bunch of them standing there. So
she's not treated very well, rightfully so.
She's not going to be.
It doesn't look like it.
But
I
this
mean,
is a very big act from her. Because if she was on Alpha's side, she could get 2 Fs and not even tell them what's going on.
It is.
Because no one knows.
And you got to think that after she is taken in by Alexandria, and we see a scene of her looking on a map, right, with our group, with Father Gabriel.
Yeah.
You got to think, is she going to go back to Alpha at that point? I don't think so.
I think they'll keep her.
I think that will be the 100% turn for Gamma.
Yeah.
And Gamma, from that point on, will probably stay with our group until...
She'll be in jail for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, until something, possibly happens with the war, I think Gamma will probably stay with our group. There's no turning back after that.
Yeah, and so here's the devil's advocate piece of it, the other side, what maybe some of you might ask in the comments. So, since Gamma is going up to the gates and telling them where our group is, then did she really know the whole plan that Alpha was doing? Or did she go back to the pack and Alpha relayed this information to her and Beta, since they're the top 2 lieutenants, and that's how Gamma finds out, and then she goes back to Alexandria and tells them what's up.
But here's another thing. Is that Alpha playing the game? Is that Alpha using Gamma without Gamma knowing?
Right.
That's the key.
Forcing... testing her.
Well, not even testing her. At this point, she's probably using Gamma without Gamma even knowing she's being used.
Because she probably feels that Gamma is weak, so she's like, I'm just going to use her to my best abilities.
So I'm going to purposely move the horde. I'm going to purposely trap them so that Gamma will go and tell them where they're at, so that we can have
to bring more people to the horde. And
of course, Gamma's not going to know that, because Alpha is not going to give all of the information to her.
The only person that would probably know would be Beta.
Yeah.
That dude, I like that.
I think that
fits.
It does.
Because I think Alpha's playing a major game. Gamma is just caught in the middle of it. She's, we're seeing her change. We're seeing her being very reluctant now. And it could just be Alpha toying with her and just wanting her ultimate goal is to destroy them all.
In my opinion, I think that the turning point for Alpha was seeing Gamma kind of with the bandage. And Alpha's like, that's it. I can't trust this person anymore. I'll act like I'm going to trust her, but I can't fully trust her.
Yeah, that was a cool scene, because she turns around and Alpha's right there. We're like, oh, she probably watched the whole thing. And she's pissed. And Alpha did her thing. She turned it around and said, okay, great. I want you to keep going back to him and use this information. I mean, Alpha's greatest goal is to she's pissed that, our survivors screwed up, crossed the border, and she wants the ultimate just game and mess with our minds, which she has been doing easily.
I mean, a couple of times she even says to Beta, like, this is all in the plan. Like,
it will crush them.
We will
She's
crush
like the border and all this other stuff.
I'm convinced at this point that Alpha's just got this huge game playing in her mind, and she's not telling anyone except for her.
Yeah. I wonder if Negan will kind of figure it out. I think Negan will pick up on some stuff.
Dude, I think he does. I think it's going to come down to Alpha and Negan.
Yeah.
And Beta's going to be in the background and pick up the scraps until something happens.
Right. But I do agree with you that once Gamma goes to Alexandria and tells them about this, she's not going back. They're going to keep her as a prisoner in a way. Because I guarantee you that, Father Gabriel, I think even Rosita said it in the trailer, like, they don't believe her. They're probably thinking that she's full of crap. They're probably thinking, oh, she's telling them, oh yeah, go here. They're going to lead us into another trap.
The other reason,
because she has no evidence. She can't bring Daryl's crossbow back and be like, I have his crossbow because he goes taken. Well, it's in his hands
her,
anyway.
This is another empty lie.
Exactly.
And my whole thing about her staying there is, like, they're always watching. And Alpha knows exactly where Alexandria's at, and Alpha knows how to hide her people. So you don't think that she's got multiple people always watching Alexandria? You're wrong.
Oh, they're there.
So they're gonna know that Gamma went there.
Yeah, they're there constantly. So I like that a lot. I don't know if it's gonna play out. You know, I think it's the ultimate end game plan for right now until a certain point. Stay tuned. You probably already heard us talk about Alpha, but
multiple times.
Yeah,
we probably beat that with a dead horse. But
yeah.
All right, guys, let us know what you think about Gamma, and is she really loyal to Alpha, or will she turn on Alpha and come over to the side of the survivors?
That's right. So let us know in the comments, guys. Feel free to subscribe, hit the bell, make sure you smash the like button to show your support, and we truly appreciate it. Stay tuned for more opinions, theories, and everything we have craziness here in our brains on this channel. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.